Google just made it official. At the Google I/O this year, they said it straight there. Jetpack Compose is now the standard for Android UI development. It's no longer like a recommendation, but a standard. If you are still using XML for developing your layouts, this video is for you. Before I break down what changed and what you need to do, let me tell you one thing that Google said that most people are misreading, because there's a big difference between what Google said and what people are saying out there. So stay with me and we'll go through step by step. So what exactly did Google say? So if you come to the Google developers blog, this is exactly what it said. Compose has matured into a standard for Android UI development, and they believe that all UI should be built with Compose. We call this going Compose first. So this is a publication on it, and this has been published on the 19th of May, just last month. This is what it means to you. From today, what Google is saying that they will provide all their new APIs, libraries, tools, and standards in Compose, not XML. They are recommending that if you are going to build a new application, you should start the project in Compose. Even if you have existing projects, the new features that you'll be building for that project, you should write them in Compose. Now, here is what Compose first does not mean, and this is where people are getting it wrong. First, XML is not deprecated. That's what you need to know. Even if you create a new project today, your manifest, your string resources, your drawables, the bitmap, most of them are still in XML. So XML is not deprecated. It is just moved into a maintenance mode. Maintenance mode that is like when you create a software and it's complete and they said the software is in a maintenance mode. That means there's no new work on it. If something is broken, they'll fix bugs for it. That's what maintenance mode means. So there will be no new features, new tooling, API for XML anymore. They will not do anything new for XML. Everything new will be done in Compose now. So think of it like when the Java and then Kotlin battle started. We still have Java in Android Studio. It's not deprecated, but all the new features that are coming into Android Studio and Android development now are in Kotlin. So it is the same situation with Compose and XML. Why did Google actually make this call now? So Compose was launched around July 2021, almost 5 years ago. And that time, Google has been building every feature that developers requested for. And they've broken these features into 4 main parts. The first one is rich feature set. So the layout, animation, inputs, graphic, material design, they've made all the necessary features that you can easily transition from XML to Jetpack Compose. And then about performance, they've out of the box, Compose delivered native performance. No more fighting between recycler view. If you are an old developer, you understand the stress involved in setting up lists in Android using recycler view. But they are able to overcome those things and build performance features right into Jetpack Compose. And then thirdly, we're talking about adaptation. Now we have different device forms, from tablets to foldable to laptops, all running on Android. And Google actually said there are over 580 million large screen Android devices. And they've actually done a lot to help you build UIs that is able to run on those devices without duplicating code. And that's a lot of work and a great achievement. The last one is productivity. So a lot of teams are giving feedback to Google about how significantly Compose have improved their development and then saved them time. This is 5 years of investment. That's why they are making this call now. And they think it is stable. So they are making it the official way to create Android application. Okay, let's be practical. What does all this thing mean to you? So if you are learning Android right now, it is very simple. Learn Compose. Don't waste time learning XML. Every new API is in Compose. So it is the best thing or the right thing to do by learning Compose. I've made a complete video on it that covers the basics of everything you need to learn about Compose to start building something. You know, AI has come, so once you grab the fundamentals, it is easy to stand on that basics to start building more applications. So I'll leave the link to the course in the description. It is completely free. Follow this and get the basics. So if currently you are working on existing XML code base, you don't need to stop everything and then rewrite all your entire application in XML tomorrow. That's not what Google is recommending. Their suggestion is that you should build new features in Compose, and anytime you have to modify or fix anything on the old code, try to do those changes in Compose. So your migration should be incremental as and when it is required. And the good thing is that Google recently released a skill for you to migrate from XML to Compose. If you want me to make a video on that, you should write it in the comment section. So if you are a senior developer and interestingly by now you are not writing Compose, I think there's a problem with you, and you should start as soon as possible and be leading that conversation. If not, they might employ me or somebody else who knows Compose to take over your job to help migrate that. So like I said, I have a complete course that covers all the fundamentals you need to make that transition. So aside Google making this Compose thing official, there are other improvements and tools that were shipped with it. The first one is Navigation 3, and I've made a video covering Navigation 3 on this platform. And there's a new experimental grid and flexbox layout, and they've also enhanced non-touch input support for keyboard pointers and remotes. That's good for Android that runs on TV and then laptops. And then the camera X also previews across any window size. So Google didn't just make their announcement, they shipped the tooling at the same time, and that's rare. Personally, what do I have to say about all this? I've been building Android applications for over 6 years now, and I've been in Compose since it was in alpha. And I'll be honest to you, there were rough patches. Okay, when this whole thing started, there's a statement that says, well, when it works, don't touch it. So I have code in XML and everything is working all right, and I'll be worried that why should I change it into Compose? But over the years, like the last 2 years, the gap has actually closed, and Compose is actually very faster and easy to reason about, especially when you are building for tablets and foldable. There's no comparison. It was stress to actually set up like a list using recycler view. You have to create adapter, create your data class, come and create the list UI in XML, create the individual item in XML. So it was a lot of work just to show a list. But with Compose, you just call lazy column or lazy row, just one component, and you pass your data and everything is populated. So I don't know, if you try it, you really see the difference in it. It's way better than using XML. Google actually making this official or the standard way to create application does not really surprise anybody who has been following this closely. But this is the signal if you haven't started yet. If you are still like 100% on XML, this is the time to start, and you should watch my video to begin with. And if you are already in using Compose, then Charlie, kudos, you should continue with it, and it will help you also migrate fast into a Kotlin multi-platform. So let me ask you a quick question. You should drop the answer in a comment section. Are you still using XML or in the middle of migrating or full Compose? I'll reply to every comment, and I would like to help you on one-on-one coaching so that you understand Android development from the beginning to a level where you can create your own application, solve problems in society with it. If you really like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like video, and also share. Alright, so I have announcements to make. So this Friday, 5th June is my birthday, and on the 6th that's the following day, Saturday, I'm organizing live streaming where we talk about the Google I/O things that happens and then what it means for developers. And then I'll do some small live coding on Kotlin multi-platform, and then we'll open the floor for a question and answer session. And anybody that comes, if you are able to come, I'll give you a free one-on-one coaching session. So make sure you come, subscribe to the channel, also spread the news. I'll see you on Saturday.